Hello and welcome to our exhibition stand. My name is Ziath Anderson, Product Manager at Ziath. Founded in 2005, we focus on managing sample libraries from small biobanks to large biobanks or even compound stores. Our customers include pharma, biotech, academia and even large system integrators. Our product lines are split into four main categories: 2D barcoded scanners, 2D barcoded cryovials, devices for handling tubes, and our inventory system, samples. In front of me, we have our 2D barcode scanner, the Cube. This is our versatile scanner, which can scan both cryoboxes and SBS racks as well. Inside the Cube, there are two solid-state cameras, which can scan and decode a rack in up to speeds of 1 second. There is also a patented illumination technology inside, which enables scanning of even a single tube in a very bright environment. On screen, we have our brand new DP5 software. Our scanners arrive pre-calibrated and ready to go out the box. You can be up and running and scanning racks within 5 minutes. It's a simple case of installing the driver, installing the scanner within the software, and then clicking on the individual scanner picture. We can now simply add a rack. In this case, it is a 81 cryobox, and the rack is now within the software. We can now click on the rack template to scan the 81 cryobox. A camera image snapshot is being taken of the rack, and now the rack has been completely scanned and decoded. Green means that the tube has successfully decoded. It will be red if it hasn't decoded, and grey means that it is empty. We can also see the different exports that have occurred from this decode. We are now up to 9 export options in our brand new DP5 software that includes Excel CSV, JSON, text, email, script, PDF, XML, image, and database. What we have here now is our 2 SBS scanners. We have the Express, which is another camera-based scanner, which is ideal for integration and fits on the deck of all common liquid handlers and is integration ready. We also have the Mirage, which is our cost-effective option for scanning SBS racks 24, 48, 96, and 138 and 240. All of our scanners also come with optional cryoprotection for scanning from cold storage. That means you can scan multiple racks from -80 or even from liquid nitrogen. All of our scanners also come with an optional linear attachment for reading the linear code on the side of the racks. On screen, we have the Mirage installed. I'm now going to scan a single tube in a bright environment by clicking on the 96 well rack template. It's scanning and decoding the rack currently, and we can see that the single tube has successfully scanned and decoded on screen here. The linear barcode is also recorded, and we can see that on the section called Container ID. We also have a headless enhancement for DataPack, which allows interaction of a separate computer program. This is enabled via command line mode, server line mode, or RESTful API. Also in the product range, we have our Handheld Scanner, which is a portable 2D and 1D scanner. You can scan samples down at the freezer or out in the field. With the handheld, we have a few interesting features. We have the pick listing feature, which enables a list of tubes to be collected and even shows the location of the tubes. We can scan a sample, and it will move to complete the pick list. We now have the sample lookup feature, where you can display sample information on screen. We can also create templates and add new samples to the handheld. Another device we have for scanning individual tubes is the single tube. This is a low-cost option for scanning individual tubes, which can scan both tubes from room temperature and from cold storage. This is a wired device. That was a brief introduction to our scanners. Now I'd like to talk about our sample inventory system, Samples. Our sample software is integrated with any of our barcode scanners. We can look at individual racks and show data for individual tubes. This data is completely customizable. The software also includes a search feature, user management, and an audit trail, which means that the software is 21 CFR Part 11 compliant. Finally, I'd like to show you our semi-automated chew picker, the Mohawk. You can pick from multiple racks straight from the freezer with this device. On screen, I've already imported a work list, and I'm going to quickly take one tube from this rack and take a second tube from this rack. The pins will drop. I can now remove the second tube to scan our destination rack. I've created a post-destination rack which contains 6 tubes that have already been picked. If I click Finish to complete the work list, I can now scan this post-destination rack. The Mirage scanner is scanning and decoding the complete rack, and we can see that 6 tubes have been confirmed in positions A1 to A6. The linear barcode is also recorded on the side of the rack, and we can click OK, and we can click Yes to generate a report. We can give the report a name and save it to a destination on the computer. If we open that report file, we can see where the tubes are positioned in the original rack and where they have moved to in the daughter rack. Thank you for visiting our virtual trade show. At Ziath, we look forward to when we can meet face to face again at a future exhibition.